Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here, not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here, as we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the second-ranked team, the Oregon Ducks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 10, not good field position to start the drive. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He makes the grab, and he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s, and of course most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba.
And the sophomores got him for a sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now second and long. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Offense will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the first down.
Finds an open target on the left side. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. You have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Getting set. Here's second down. And there's the handoff. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44. Here comes the 7th play of a good-looking opening drive, but it's third down now. Quarterback drops back. Goes to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's got it. Enough for a first down. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
They'll run it here. Makes a nice move there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. And you know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
The Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. It's a shotgun run call. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And they get him down after the completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. On the run, he'll let it go. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
Buckeyes looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Ohio State. Methodical but effective for probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. He'll hand it off. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. The linebacker shifting around now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Breaks loose at the 45. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run it. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. He shows off the juking ability, but not much room to run. It's a short gain.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, It just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Try and muscle for the first down. And the Ducks pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Looking to pass this time. It's a short completion of the tight end. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. This is the 6th play on the drive. There's the handoff. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Look, I realize on any play call, when he's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the Ducks line up on 1st and 10 now. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Tight end makes the grab.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And they'll use the ground game here. Tackle, but first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution in that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
Automatic on the PAT. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
And now that is a running back's dream. I don't think the guy got touched until he got taken to the ground. It's just excellent blocking. There's nobody he had to make miss or use his stiff arm. Just a lot of open field.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Sampson. Tackle made after the completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback keeps the football. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Now not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Caught on the outside. It's Sampson. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The PAT is good. They go up a touchdown, 14-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. They're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
2nd down after that previous play. The pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
They'll run it to the left. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Here's a target, and it's complete. It's a fumble. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid the turnover there. 3rd down play for this offense. Can he make it to the marker? Stout defense. They stuff it from this angle. I don't think he got the 1st down.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fist and holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Trying for a 4th down completion. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. A big play for this defense.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Extending the play now. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Press coverage now from the secondary. Second down, we're going to throw it. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
Wideout's now clustered. First down, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the grab.
That's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath cover.
That completion makes it second and short. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Short throw complete to the tight end. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
And he's tackled after the catch. The Buckeyes will come to the line to run the hurry up. Looking to pass here on second down. That ball snagged for a completion. The ball to the ground. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
Boy, the defense showing their team speed on that play, flying around that receiver. He made the catch, but he didn't do a good job of securing the football, and the ball comes out.
And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Crosses the 30. He'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. That pass is caught. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
But when you sit back and play zone defense like this, what you allow is your defense to have eyes on the football. Here, they give up the catch, but you can see how they rally to the football. There's just nowhere to go for this slot receiver.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Buckeyes will kick this away to start the second half. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
On the handout, they'll test the right side here. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First down here for this offense. It's a jet sweep. Receiver trying to turn the corner. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up third down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's got a man down the middle. Tackle made after a big gain.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here comes a handoff. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a third and long from the 20-yard line. Send the back in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
They finally corral him at the 1.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Point after, up and good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown, so they got to bounce back from that right away. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I'd like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
Slides to avoid the big hit.
Oh, the read option here. The quarterback keeps it. I thought he was going to get out and maybe take this downfield for big yards. The defense very fortunate to keep him to a shorter gain.
Here's the second down play. He hands it off from the gun. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. The shotgun handoff here. Hooks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, help them just get 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
The Buckeyes will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Solid 1st down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line. Can they finish it off here on 2nd and goal? And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Touchdown, Ohio State will take the lead in the 2nd half. Now the all-important extra point.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. Powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And he's got his man open downfield. The tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Hey, a 1st down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40. 1st and 10 play coming up. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Can he get there on the ground? There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. It's a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
That catch makes it a more manageable third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
He does his job with a PAT, and this ball game is tied here in the fourth quarter. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper.
Well, not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Important second down play coming up. Off the RPO, caught to the right. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Looking to throw it on first down. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
After the sack on first down, it's second down. And he drops back in the gun. Caught over the middle. It's Sampson. That's a big hit at the end, but he earned a fresh set of downs.
This is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
The Buckeyes will try to keep this drive moving. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Bringing pressure. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Fourth down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down. Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And looking to throw now on first down. And he's got it down there inside the 35. They finally get him down, but an explosive play. The offense in business now at the 24. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And now the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Completion nets about 9 yards. Not enough for the first, and it's fourth down. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. Net kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they take the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. Makes a spectacular diving catch.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
He's got his man in the open field. An explosive play. They'll finally make the tackle down to the 27-yard line.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Not easy to bring down. The quarterback finally gets the job done.
This quarterback right now is throwing in sync. That's 3 throws on this drive to start things off. 3 completions and a nice gain there.
That completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Well, that was lightning fast incompletion. He got it, he threw it, and it fell to the ground.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Intercepted in the end zone. And that's a solid return after the interception.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
The Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Great job by the defense there preserving the 3-point lead. But now in the fourth quarter, this is a crucial possession for this offense. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now it's second down here. It's always a special year when